Hi YouTube, this is Regina Renew 96. Called making an updated video. I haven't did a video in like 13 weeks, which has been a long time. January 1st I did my last video, but I still been hanging in there. I want to start off with my numbers because I want to try to make this under 10 minutes. I don't know if I can do this, but so I can load the whole thing up. My highest weight was 364. Date of surgery, I was 330. And my current weight is 262.8. That's a total of 101.2 pounds lost. I started my journey June 4th. I had my weight loss goal with my doctor, which was 30 pounds. And I had lost 34 before surgery. So, the last time I've lost 67.2 pounds since my surgery. And the last time I talked to you guys on the 1st of January, I was 285. I lost 22 pounds since my last video, 22.7. That's an average of 1.7 ounces a week. And some weeks I just lose 0.8, 0.6. And whereas some people, the first 6 weeks after surgery, they're down 40 to 50 pounds. But I've learned to accept that this is how my body responds to it. And I've lost 101.2 pounds, so I can't fuss with it. So, but it is kind of discouraging when you stick it to stuff and then I don't even want to go there. But I want to tell people that losing slow, that's no problem. Just be consistent. The ounces do count when you see them, because, like I said, I'm 101.2. And it could be discouraging, but don't let that discourage you. Just as long as it keep going down. And some weeks I stayed the same. But there's a lot of things that could contribute to it. I retain a lot of fluid. I do have birth control, which makes me retain a lot of fluid. And, you know, you got to get your water in every day. My doctor instructed me to do protein first, veggies, fruits, and carbs. My daily diet is like, staples are like Greek yogurt, plain. I add fruit in it. Sometimes I buy the ones that's already have the fruit mixed in it, because I like to be able to grab things to go. I do a lot of shakes, protein shakes. Nectar is my favorite. And I put a little almond milk in it, sugar free. And then another staple I like for in the morning is an omelet, 1 egg. I usually use lean ham or bacon, and I put veggies in it. And I prepare with olive oil, like 2 tablespoons of olive oil. My dinners are like salads or veggies and protein. I don't do a lot of carbs. I can't. Rice makes me full too quickly. And pasta makes me full too quickly. So I usually try to get the protein in. And I do have popcorn and tortilla chips. But I use the 94% fat-free popcorn, and I spray the butter flavor on it. And I do the tortilla chips with the salsa every now and then. And I got my surgery for portion control, and I wanted to be able to enjoy stuff, so I'm not headstrong in it with just straight protein all the time. Well, I do get my protein first, don't get me wrong, but I do have my popcorn and my tortilla chips. I don't care too much for a lot of carbs, though. And I do get my supplements in. I love Celebrate. I have a multivitamin, the chewable. This is mandarin orange. It's good. I had grape before. I like the mandarin orange. They have a few other flavors. I get my Celebrate calcium chews in. This is chocolate. Kind of tastes like a Tootsie Roll. This is berry. Kind of tastes like Laffy Taffy. And then they have caramel, which I like. So I have those loaded up. And I do take vitamin D once a month. I'm supposed to take it, but sometimes I take it once a week. It's 50,000 units. My doctor told me to take it once a month after my first 12 weeks of surgery. But it increases my mood, so I take it often. Or once a week sometimes. And I'm still taking my Activol, which I should have been finished taking this month, but got one more refill. That shows how good I've been with taking that. But I'm taking it because I hate my gallbladder to go bad. So, yeah. I do exercise 4 to 5 times a week. I do water aerobics twice. I lift weights twice. Now I'm about to increase the weightlifting to 3 times a week. I do cardio. I do the step meal. I'm up to 30 minutes on the step meal. Do the elliptical 30 minutes. Some days I do once every other week I do 90 minutes cardio on one day. It just depends on how I feel. I did try a cycling class and last the whole time. At 45 minutes in, I wanted to cry because I couldn't believe it. The first time I ever did it, only last 5 minutes. But I tried that once this week, so I'm trying to start some classes. And I'm going to do that again. Sometimes it's hard for me to make a video all the time because I don't have nothing to say. And then I've been busy. I used to wonder when watching people before I had my surgery, the videos, wondering what they was doing. You living your life. I'm 100 pounds lighter. I am living my life. And I feel good. I took some pictures this past weekend and I really could see it. So what I decided to do, sometimes I struggle with my weight loss. You know, every week I be wanting to see big numbers, but I just don't. So I decided to start writing letters to myself, which I'm going to read one. So when I come back next time, when I get to like around 250 mark or under 250, I got goal weights that I want to hit, mini goals. And that's probably when I do videos. I can't commit to once a week, once a month. I'm going to just make them. But I do still be watching the videos. It's very encouraging to see the videos. And I want to try to be that. But sometimes it's hard for me to do it. Clothes. I like to buy simple pieces. Like black skirt, black dress. I just bought this jean jacket. It's hard for me to buy clothes as I'm losing, but it does make a difference because I'm able to see myself now. My waist is coming in. And I'm going to do a body shot at the end. But I think if you buy basic pieces, you can get through. Like my sweaters, I'm wearing them until they big. Everybody can wear big sweaters. And I had my surgery in October, which was perfect because fall, you wear your sweaters. And they kind of, stuff is getting too big now, but I am about to buy some clothes for the summertime. It's hard because you just don't want to be wasting money for one. And you still want to look fashionable. Well, I know I do. Because I like fashion. Hence my little headpiece here. The feather. I have different colors. And I just like looking good. So, that's that. But I want to read my letter to you guys that I wrote to myself. And every time when I come on, I think I'm going to have a letter so I can have something to say. I just don't want to be not saying nothing of importance. It's called, this first letter is called Self-Acceptance. Letters to myself. It says, it's easy to blame Monique, the comedian, but I am always looking for an easy way out. It is only easy when you actually do the work. Practice make better, people say, but I like to say, practice make perfect, people say, but I like to say practice make better. I remember never really being happy with my weight. I was always bigger than my peers. Someone once told me, a person knows who they are by the age of 5. Kids can be cruel. If something is different about you, you will get teased. Whether you are fat, have nappy hair, big eyes, big nose, lips, too dark, too light, too pretty, whatever. So I identified myself with, you guessed it, being fat. Fat became who I was, not what I was. Because there is a difference. But I didn't realize that as a young child, well into my adulthood. Weight surgery helped me to see I can do something about being fat. First, it gave me the tool of portion control. Now that I can't eat my emotion away, I'm forced to deal with my issues or learn to eat around my tool. I don't wish to choose the latter, so here I stand. I remember when Monique the comedian first came out, I was about 20 and around 291 pounds. I wasn't happy with that, but she preached, love yourself. Skinny are evil. Big is beautiful. All which are true to some degree. But I personally knew that at the time I wasn't happy with myself. But allowed myself to be influenced by the height and ballooned up to 364 pounds. Looking for an easy way out, I then tried to force people to accept me just as I was. But in reality, I didn't like myself. So what could I do? Could I make someone like me if I didn't like myself? Self-acceptance equals responsibility. I had to be really honest with myself. I love fashion, skincare, makeup, dancing, hair, nails. At 364 pounds, I couldn't fit into the clothes or shoes I longed to get into. My skin would break out because my hormones was off balance, and my skin stretched to capacity with the scars to show. Makeup couldn't cover the very thing in which I wanted to get rid of, the excess body weight. And dancing, I couldn't move as long or as freely as I wanted to. How could I break myself free from this prison I built for myself? It's funny with me though, I really liked the woman I was becoming, but to the core of me, but with my weight really suppressed my true potential. I found this wonderful career that allowed me to express my creativity, but I didn't fit into the world of beauty. Not to say that fat people aren't skincare specialists or makeup artists. It's just I personally didn't like my appearance. Let alone could I stand for hours on end. Once again, weight suppressed my talents physically and emotionally. I placed limits on me being fat. It was an excuse not to excel, that I couldn't accept no more. If you want something, you have to accept it for yourself, expect it of yourself. And then there's being a mother, daughter, sister, aunt, cousin, and friend. I couldn't, oh God, sorry, I can't read my own writing. Naturally, I was mad at myself. I couldn't be who I knew I really was from the heart. Constantly isolated myself from people that loved me, but I couldn't fully participate with them because I was always consumed with my appearance and the inability to move freely within my skin. Never really being able to be fully present, lost in the world of obesity. Not living in the moment. You can just imagine the frustration. So self-acceptance to me is responsibility. You have to take full responsibility for your choices, whether they're good or bad. Stand up for and work for what you want. And that's where I am now. This letter will be continuous, and I really feel closer to myself. I can move. This weight loss surgery to me has been very humbling, because I can move freely in my skin. I can polish my toenails. Bending down is not a task. Putting my shoes on. I'm loving that.